Dragging the dead S-Class beast up by the bloodied scruff of its neck, I roared in triumph. I felt a rush of euphoria, seeing the beasts around me shake in fear, my eyes scanning for the next victim to take its chances against me.
Arthur, the beasts may be corrupted, but they're still intelligent beings. We have no choice but to kill for a greater cause. Don't take joy in it.
I had indeed lost myself to the bloodlust for a moment, high on the freedom to wreak havoc. I had acted like a wild beast let loose from its cage. It would be easy to say that this is what war did to everyone. In part, this was true. Fighting countless beasts slowly turned men into monsters themselves. However, it was also true that I enjoyed it. Being surrounded by death, yet never being able to kill freely myself, might have had something to do with it. Here, it was different.
Our world wasn't perfect. Perhaps it never would be. But the name of the world would be like a promise to keep trying, to keep advancing toward that ideal. Pax Coronata. That was the name the Jinn had hoped this world might someday become worthy of. Not just a promise, but a rallying cry to fight back against the worst weaknesses and failures of our collective past. A call to keep making ourselves and each other better, stronger. This isn't the end, but the beginning.
What's that supposed to be about, baby? Go free up your vibe, stop acting crazy. Reminiscing all the good times daily. Try and pull the got me acting shady. What's that supposed to be about, baby? Go free up your vibe, stop acting crazy. You know I give you the good loving daily. Try and pull the got me acting shady.
Oh, no. I'm the upgrade.
Green Arrow?
No, I'm not Green Arrow.
Yeah, this shit don't walk. If you not copy me wrong, deleting you off of my phone.
先生がいなかったら俺今頃死刑だったみたいよ。そんで
正直ただこれだけは言えるわ。
軽薄、個人主義、一応恩人です。一応。
バカ。
バカだな。
鮭。でも
言うまでもなく。
最強。
Is this? Yup, it's your bond. Behold, Master, I, Regis, the mighty weapon gifted to you by the Asuras so long ago, have finally manifested in all my glory.
And I living enough, this blunt, I'm taking a puff. I'm stuck, I feel like it's us. No trust, so do as you must. For real, don't know when I stay out of town.
If the world is a coin, Agrona on one side, Kezis on the other, then someone else has flipped that coin, and no matter how it lands, it will be that someone who is looking back down.
Who is it you speak of so reverently?
A certain human maid with a penchant for biting off more than he can chew.
Arthur Lewin.
Got my pants out and honey red. It's in my breezy. Got my pants out. Yeah, it's in my breezy. Got my pants out. It's in my breezy. Got my pants out.
I accept. But this battle will be to the death. Yeah. As I looked down on him, I felt only the cold acceptance of justice finally fulfilled. This is for Sylvia. Her hair isn't the only thing that defies gravity. If you die, can she be my new master? Check me out. I'm majestic as fuck. Hey, matching horns. We can be the horny trio. Say hello to your creator, Regis. Daddy?
Ascender Grey, I love you.
I love you too, you tanned, sculpted goddess. Well, there's a good chance your lady love has been erased and replaced with a super powerful chick you murdered in a previous life. Why can't we ever be fighting against a half-naked succubus or a seductive demoness of some kind? Why are they always so damned gross? Well, that's done. So, you want to go grab some shawarma on the way back? Agrona has exhausted my patience, he said. The scythes flinched backward, and a tremor ran through the Electrian forces. You have 10 seconds.
Ela tá cheia de tesão, eu vou te fuder com amor. Mina linda, safadinha, arregaça esse popô. Vai, vai que é, 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 cê caô. Ela é cheia de tesão e eu arregaço esse popô. Vai, vai que é, 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 cê caô. Ela tá cheia de tesão e eu arregaço esse popô. Ela tá cheia de tesão, eu vou te fuder com amor. Mina linda, safadinha, arregaça esse popô.
After so long on Earth, drifting along in Gray's wake like a haunting ghost, it was sometimes difficult to keep sense of time. My life felt like a dream yet to happen, my death like the beginning after the end.
My vision was tinged a shade of lavender as ether gathered around me. The motes of purple danced as if celebrating my ascension to the throne. I truly felt like a deity, like an asura. For a brief moment, not a single word was spoken.
The entire band of soldiers, ready to fight for their lives, stood frozen, jaws slack. A hill of corpses loomed high above us, and a lone man sat atop it. He wasn't even staring directly at me, yet I could feel the pressure of his domineering presence weighing down on my very soul. Time itself seemed to slow as our leader dropped the thin blade in her hand. Then she uttered a single word. Hot?
But I knew I couldn't let the Wraiths retreat, not even one. In Agrona's hands, information was a weapon. I couldn't give him that. I couldn't let them escape to report on my abilities. They all had to die.
I wasn't strong enough to save you, Mom. I wasn't strong enough. But I promise I won't fail again.
The port isn't going to stay stable for much longer, so please, I can't have you die too.
Wait, who the hell is he? So scary.
That is the one you call your father. He is not a hero, boy. I see him only one way. I call him their last mistake. The gods call him a legend. He was not born for peace. He was not made for mercy. His soul was forged in betrayal, broken 1,000
Likes, even if the rest of my family had proven unworthy of the name. Thunderlord's wrath.
If you're done with your ex, move on to the next. If you're done with your ex,
take it to the max. And if you hear this song, then go on bend your back, go on bend your knees, baby, shake it to the max. Will DJ please turn up the bass to the max? Please just rewind, let me shake it to the max.
Slowly, Arthur raised one hand. In it, he held a broad black horn that curved like a mountain ram's. He tossed it over the edge, and it seemed to fall unnaturally slowly, turning over again and again. Agrona has exhausted my patience.
My life felt like a dream yet to happen. My death, like the beginning after the end.
It was well known in Alacria that Scythe Cadell was not just a scythe. He was Agrona's private enforcer, dealing with issues that required the High Sovereign's personal attention. And yet, Grey had defeated him in single combat, killing him where every important person on the continent would get to see.
Been away for a minute now. Now you feel
I appreciate that I am an Asura, a so-called greater being, bonded to a human, a lesser. Arthur is the third choice, the last hope, humanity's ascension. There is no shame in my service to him, because through it, the very idea of greater and lesser beings will be made meaningless.
I like the way you kiss me. I can tell you miss me. I can tell it is. Not trying to be romantic.
It isn't going to stay stable for much longer, so please, I can't have you die too.
On the brink of death, Arthur Lewin was dealt an impossible choice. Would he save himself along with his daughter and live to fight another day? Or would he sacrifice himself along with his daughter for the one he loved and made a promise? A promise that would ultimately not be kept. Or so he thought.
Keep it real with you, I will kill for you, my baby. Na 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 na. Even though we're going through it and it makes you feel alone, just know that I would die for you. Baby, I would die for you. Yeah. The distance and the time between us, it'll never change my mind. 'Cause baby, I would die for you. Baby, I would die for you. Yeah.
There was nothing on the basketball floor that Kyrie couldn't do. The most gifted player the NBA has ever seen.
Diamonds, girl, you see these diamonds, girl, you see this jet. You know I'm different climates, how I got this bag. Got it, car ain't trying. Richer than they family, richer than they memories. Yeah, hold it up, where you at the club?
Tacy was watching me warily, his eyes focused on my shoulder where the wound had vanished. What have you become, Arthur Lewin? His body was turning, the spear spinning around to thrust backwards, but it slipped from his fingers as he instead stumbled down to a knee, his jet-black eyes staring up at me in despair. You want to know what I've become? I asked, driving my blade through his neck. God killer should be appropriate. Hey, matching horns! We can be the horny trio. What the actual fuck? Daddy? As if having one Asura as an enemy hasn't proven bad enough, you want to go to war with all of Ephialtes? No, if the Asuras were truly our enemies, then we have no chance of winning this war. Bullshit. This was only the beginning of my journey now. With Ether, I could rewrite reality itself. It was only a matter of learning how. Then, these gods would see what I was really capable of.
BBS look like a star. I took the top of the car. You don't abide by the law. You don't know what I done saw. Can't live without it. How can you stick for the war? Chase out deposit. Money just stick with the boy.
But as awe-inspiring as the dragon was, it was the boy beneath it that struck fear into my heart. Every step he took exuded a subtle yet unshakable confidence. Lucas, I thought of you as nothing more than a wasp I deemed unnecessary to kill. But if that wasp dared to rear its stinger, even the holiest of saints would swat it down.
There's something I should have told you a long time ago, Ellie. Your brother,
He pulled us into a life that we weren't equipped for. He was, of course, but Arthur was different. Is this about Arthur being reincarnated or whatever? I pieced it together from things you and Dad said. I overheard you fighting a few times in a castle while Arthur was training with the Asuras. I don't see why it matters anyway. Just because he had memories from another life doesn't make him not my brother. He's still the same person who joked around with me, who stood by me, who helped me. He wasn't always around, but he always treated me like his sister. I know, Ellie, and you're right. It doesn't matter, not anymore. What I want you to see, though, is how Arthur was meant for this life.
Congratulations, sir and madam. He's a healthy boy.
I think he was brought here to fight.
Descendant of the Jinn.
He seems likely to be walking a path of hardship and tragedy.
He might have been a deity himself.
Who is it you speak of so reverently?
Almost as if some greater deity,
A true god had arrived to witness my lowest moment and judge me by it.
It was the manner that told me so. The way it seemed to be drawn to him, as if awaiting his command, like he was constantly reshaping reality without even trying. He didn't just move through the world moved to accommodate his passing. He could have been here to inspire us, to show us what we could do, so that when he left, we'd know we could still win without him. Your name. I don't need to know what blood you're from, but at least a name.
My name is...
Elf, let me... I said I got it! What's the point anyway? We've had to sacrifice so much, endure so much. You've had to leave me and Mom all the time, and we still can't even save the people we love. I want Dad back. I want Tess back. I want my brother back. I'm just so mad, and I feel so helpless. I can't do anything myself. Can't change anything. No matter how strong I get, I'll never be strong enough to make a difference in a war where even you can lose a fight. And that scares me, Arthur. It terrifies me. Sometimes I wish we all still lived in Xyrus, or even Ashburn. Just some regular rural kid like any other girl my age. I could just look up at this great figure named Arthur Lewin and know deep down that he was going to protect me and everyone I loved, solve all our problems, and I could lead big important matters to powerful people like him. But I can't, because that same person is my brother, and I see how even the powerful people all around me are struggling, and I know it might not be enough. They might not be enough. You might not be enough. And so I have to do something, but I'm just never going to be strong enough for it to matter.
King Grey, Arthur Lewin, Ascender Grey. His name no longer matters because he no longer matters. Agrona knows I'm here, but he already has what he wants, and he doesn't care about me anymore. If Agrona doesn't think we're a threat, that's his own dumbass miscalculation.
All of my friends are dead, leave him in the cold, put him in the tundra. I go raid Charles, second I see her, I make her fumble. I was just in Texas with Aaliyah, pussy in the jungle. They wanted to drop us Beyonce, but I told them I'm coming normal. When you play this shit with
Define a masterpiece. Somebody on Twitter knows ball, because they quote tweeted a line from Sylvie's POV in the T-Bay novel.
My life felt like a dream yet to happen. My death like the beginning after the end. Everything that made me was intrinsically, inseparably linked to him. We were one and the same.
Everyone, we are in a time of war. But in these uncertain times, we can no longer rely only on the strong. We must fight together in order to keep our homes safe. Today is the dawning of a new era, and with that new era come new heroes. One such hero has been discovered and is here with us today. Please, welcome with me our newest lance, Arthur Lewin. We have to go back. Our troops need us, Commander. And do what? It's too late. Arthur, we should get ready to leave.
Leave? Where? Our commander says that the war is lost. It seems as though his injury from fighting the Scythe has rendered him incapable of leading.
The war is lost, Byron.
So, there's nothing we can do right now to win this war.
We need to stay alive and gather the lances. It's the best chance we've got.
Lightning magic? You're a quadra-elemental! No. How dare you? I'm Lucas Wikes! I could almost pity him. Almost. What are you doing? Downforce.
Tell them the truth. Tell them the truth. Tell them you're...
I've been going through something. 1,855 days. I've been going through something. Be afraid.
Someone was walking towards Side Nico. A man in a fur-lined white cloak and Central Academy uniform. Wheat blonde hair tousled by the Scythe's raging aura, golden eyes shining from behind his mask, his mere presence a shield against the hateful aura radiating like a sickness from Scythe Nico. Even the other Scythes didn't intervene further as Professor Grey and Scythe Nico came to stand nearly toe-to-toe. Nico, you look like garbage, old friend.
But they were children playing at being gods. They understood nothing. They were nothing. Grinning and burning, I laughed. A single, long, mirthful, insane laugh as the last of the wraiths, Agroma's supposed Asura killers, fell before them.
My arm! It hurts! He screamed. I continued walking toward Lucas. This isn't fair. Lightning magic? You're a quadra-elemental! Yes, I am. No. How dare you? I'm Lucas Wikes! I could almost pity him. Almost. What are you doing? Downforce.
That a woman like that was real into me.